Get yourself the all-new merch themed around Satoshi Gekkoga. Link is in the description.
What's going on everyone, my name is James, otherwise known as Twintendo, and I'm your host for a brand new style of the Ash's Strongest videos. Our two contestants today will be drafting Ash's Pokemon up until they have an entire team. They will also be debating why their team is better by explaining their roster choices. Each contestant will get an opening statement and be allowed one rebuttal to prove their point. So let's introduce today's contestants. First up, we have the Pokemon League reviewer himself, LUMIOSE trainer Zac.
What's up, LUMIOSE trainers? LUMIOSE trainer Zac here, and ready to take this title.
And with his Alola Raichu mascot and having Resort in his name, Zac's opponent might as well be living in the Alola region, and that is Austin from the channel Resort Originals.
Thanks James, I'm really excited to be here, but even more excited to get this win.
Well, now that we have our introductions out the way, let's get started with the drafting of Ash's strongest Pokemon team. Zac, you get the first pick.
Alright, so for my first choice, I obviously gotta go with the channel mascot and Ash's Kalos ace, Ash Greninja. It's arguably one of his most strongest Pokemon ever, so it would be a crime not to add it onto his best team. This is because of the bond phenomenon that allows Greninja to become Ash Greninja, which is pretty much like a Mega Evolution without a Mega Stone. So this Pokemon packs some serious power. I mean, it's even able to defeat Sawyer's Mega Sceptile when it was supposed to be at a disadvantage. It pretty much carried Ash's Kalos team and came in clutch all the time. Well, except for Alon in the Kalos League Finals, but we don't talk about that. Honestly, without Greninja, Ash probably wouldn't have made it to the Kalos League Finals in the first place. Because this Pokemon becomes one with Ash, it really is one of the best options to have in a tough battle because these two are in total sync.
Now time for Austin's first overall pick.
Y'all already know that I had to go with my boy Charizard. Now Greninja needs to get to this new evolution or new bond phenomenon or whatever they say to be able to get to its peak strength. But Charizard has never needed that. Charizard has already been dominant no matter what, and that is why I have Charizard over Greninja. We also learn how strong this Pokemon truly is in Ash's journey, where Charizard would never listen to Ash. Charizard didn't listen due to him not thinking Ash was worthy of training it because of its raw strength. Ash wasn't prepared for this kind of power on his team, where he had to earn Charizard's respect. Once Ash gained Charizard's respect by trying to generate heat onto Charizard all night after it was hit by an ice beam in the Orange Islands, their bond and strength started to ignite. Charizard has racked up wins from every category you can think of, from gym battles to Pokemon League matches to legendary battles, and even appeared to be vital in the movies where the level of intensity has been turned up a notch. Charizard has truly proven to be worthy of one of the strongest Pokemon in the world. Even while Charizard isn't with Ash, it is still training at the Charcific Valley. Charizard is a Hall of Fame Pokemon that would probably win the Alola League all on its own, and it all started from being abandoned as a Charmander. That life event will always leave a chip on Charizard's shoulder, and if it doesn't make it the strongest Pokemon now, its determination will. And this is all without needing a form change as well, but man, would that be fun to see.
Well, Greninja's transformation is actually due to the fact that it's one of its kind. It's a special Greninja that was looking for the right trainer to bring out its true power, and it found that with Ash. Although Charizard has a strong bond with Ash, it will never be as strong as the bond between Ash and Greninja. This Pokemon was destined to be a hero. It's the total package. I mean, it even got recruited by Zygarde to help protect the region, which was a bullshit excuse, but still. Can Charizard say the same? Sure, Charizard has come in clutch multiple times in the past, but has it defeated Mega Evolved Pokemon and helped Ash save the freaking world? I didn't think so. Just face it, man. Charizard might have been a classic go-to back in the day, but that's old news now. Greninja is the new top dog now.
Has Charizard ever saved the world? Well, if it wasn't for saving Ash's life in Pokemon Dispel the Unknown, Ash never even would have had a chance to be able to battle with Greninja to be able to save the world in the Kalos region. Plus, let's not forget, Ash has saved the world many times, whether it was with Charizard or Greninja, so we can kind of put that note to the side. I also suggest watching Pokemon the movie 2000 because Charizard might have saved the world as well. Charizard still has more experience and training where the bond doesn't even matter. Charizard's level and experience outweighs what Ash and Greninja have created anyways.
It looks like the punches are being thrown out early, and I gotta say, I'm excited to see what comes next. On to round 2, but this time, Austin will make his pick first.
Sceptile is a Pokemon that earned its way onto my team as the number 2 spot, but it took a long time for it to finally reach its potential. Remember, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. That's how you need to look at Sceptile. As a Grovyle, it wasn't able to evolve into a Sceptile until after its time in the Hoenn region. However, it all paid itself off. Sceptile was given one of the toughest journeys as it had the opportunity to travel in 2 regions, as Ash competed in not only the Hoenn region, but also back in Kanto of the Battle Frontier. And in the Battle Frontier, it's even tougher than gym battles and most league matches. That kind of experience and growth cannot be replicated. That's what it took for Sceptile to become an absolute weapon, which led me to want it as my number 2 pick. By the way, did I mention that it beat a Darkrai?
Second choice for me would have to be Ash's Sinnoh Ace, Infernape. Not only is this Pokemon a great battler, but its insanely above average Blaze ability only amplifies that power. Its most famous battle is when Ash used it against Paul, where it took out half of his team. That's pretty impressive. So Infernape is a great second member, but on top of that, it's also really good at covering Greninja's Grass, Bug, and Electric weakness. With Flamethrower and Flare Blitz, it can easily take out Grass and Bug types, and with Dig, Electric types are no problem at all. And yeah, Infernape has some weaknesses of its own, but Greninja takes care of half of those by being super effective against ground types thanks to Water Shuriken, and although it doesn't really have a dark type move, it does have the dark typing to allow it to be immune to Infernape's psychic type weakness. So these two really do make a good pair.
A perfect example to show how strong Sceptile is that it can even cover its type disadvantage. Now I fully believe that Ash's Infernape is much stronger than May's Blaziken. But since these Pokemon don't need to necessarily battle head to head, Sceptile would thrive against many other Pokemon. I just gotta give props to Infernape for controlling its OP Blaze ability. Now Zach, this is where you say something nice about my Sceptile.
Alright, I'll give Sceptile credit for being able to take out Darkrai, but that's all it's gonna get. Like I've said before, Infernape's got an abnormally strong Blaze ability when used with Ash, so that alone probably shows that it's stronger than the average Infernape. On top of that, Infernape is one of Ash's most highest winning Pokemon, with it having an even higher win rate than Ash Greninja. What's Sceptile's win rate again? Less than half? Yeah, you can keep him.
Honestly, I could go either way on these two, but we have more Pokemon to go over to see who will win the battle. So let's get to number 3. Zach, you're up first again.
My third choice has to be Ash's partner Pikachu. It's the Pokemon that's been with him the longest and the one he's had the most battles with, so there's no way he's gonna leave him out of his best team. It may not have a special transformation, but they do have the exclusive Z move 10 million volt Thunderbolt, which was strong enough to defeat Tapu Koko. Not just that, but Pikachu has other legendary defeats under its belt like Regice, Latios, and even Silvally. Yes, it's a legendary. Pikachu is also a solid choice because of its electric typing, covering Infernape's water and flying weakness, so now Infernape's completely covered. On top of that, its Iron Tail also makes it take care of Greninja's fairy type weakness. As for Pikachu's only weakness, ground, like I said before, is taken care of by Greninja. So these 3 members are really solid and complement each other pretty well.
Hey Zach, remember this moment? I'll take the win this round because I picked a Pokemon that doesn't get reset every generation, and that is the game-clinching Pokemon League champion Pokemon, and that is Lycanroc. This may be an in-the-moment pick, but putting Lycanroc in Ash's best Pokemon team needs to be done. This Pokemon will forever go down in Pokemon history that it took down the other form of Lycanroc to help Ash Ketchum become Pokemon champion for the first time ever. That feat should be more than enough to be able to put him on this list, right?
But did you even listen? Okay, fine. I'll just let the comment section decide this one, even though it got nerfed by Zekrom.
Well, that was interesting, but this battle seems to be evenly matched. Let's get into the next round. Right after you take a bathroom break, because this is the end of part 1 of this video. Who do you think has the edge? Let us know in the comment section and why. And if you want to continue this heavyweight battle, you can find all of us over on Austin's channel, Resort Originals. You will find a video link to his channel in the description below or in the iCard above. See you guys for the finale.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and huge shout out to Austin and James for coming along to the channel. Make sure to live your life to the fullest and have yourself a damn good one.